Hello and welcome to this Spectable gameplay. I'm playing a little bit of Pokemon. Sounds a bit strange, but I've started playing this with my son and quite enjoying it. But so this is basically going to be me playing, but it's also me just talking a bit about the game as well. So as you may or may not know, this is a free game to purchase. So just free to download. You buy packs, physical decks of cards like these ones, which are pretty cool. But then what you can also do is if you just download the game, you get free packs as well just to work from to help you build. We'll say that when you buy the packs, you also get these little booster cards, and basically you download use the code, put it onto your account, and basically you get the cards coming up from the account, which is quite cool. So there's a physical and digital representation together, which is quite nice. So basically what I do is kick the game off, and I've got 4 players to choose from really. So Scraggy, 60 hit points. Now these little bits here means how many energy cards, which you'll understand at the bottom, you have to attach for him to be able to do an attack. So he's 2 with 30 hit point damage. Licky 90 points, so a lot stronger. 3 hits, 3 cards. He does a 50 hit, but you have to flip a coin with him, so it's a bit weird because if you flip the coin and you get a towel, you don't do any damage. So more powerful, more protection, but can be quite tricky. Makuta. Again, single punch, 10 points. Not that good, but not too bad. And then if you get 3 cards on him, he's at 40. So each time you do a new go, you add another card on. It's a bit difficult to explain all the rules, but as we go through, I'm sure you'll be able to pick them up. So I'm actually going to start with Scraggy, just because he's one of my favourite characters. He's pretty cool. He's just a bit ridiculous, really, which is quite fun. So we put all our players onto here. Now this deck should never really be empty, because if it is, I can draw an extra card. If this deck is empty completely, and you lose your Pokemon, then you forfeit the game. So you basically get 6 lives basically to win, but really you don't. You only really get 5, because on the 6th one you lose anyway. So I've got to swap him. So this is a trainer card. So it's called the Escape Rope. What happens is I have to swap my Pokemon on there. So I'll put him on. Now he's got Licky, who is blinking strong. So he's the same one that I've already had, so 90 points. So I know that I'm not really going to be able to beat him straight off, but I can give it a try. So now this means that he has to have the orange one, orange power, energy. So we'll put an orange onto him. I'm going to put that Licky up. Now this. Oh, and it is Lickitung. Sorry, I said Licky. I apologise. Lickitung, the basic. Licky is the evolved version, so I will put him on in a minute just to show you exactly what he can do. So we'll just do our basic punch. He's got a weakness. So weakness, when we look here, if you look at his weakness, so if a purple one hits him, he's got 2 weakness. When you look at Licky, anytime he's hit by an orange, basically, he loses 2, so which is quite handy actually. So flip a coin, if head, draw 2 cards. You don't really control the coin toss, it's just a completely random thing, which is quite cool in some ways. Landorus, now he's one of my favourite characters. Sky Lariat, 90 points, absolutely amazingly great. Lickitung, we're going to evolve him now. So actually no, we're not. Oh bugger. So basically click on that and it evolves. So Lickitung becomes Licky. Now Licky needs more power, more cards to make him. He can use any colour cards, but he needs a lot more power. But again, when you knock off, so you discard a random card, so you not only do 50 points of damage, you also can take away a card from your opponent's hand, which is quite handy. And then Licky Chop, flip a coin until you get tails. The attack does 30 times, so each time 30 more damage. Each time heads. I mean that can kill most Pokemon if it's all luck of the draw, but luck of the draw can make you really win this game quite easily. So now what I want to do, so that was Professor's letter. Lets me take 2 basic energy cards, so I'll take that one and that one. A bit of a mix. I like to have a mixture of certain ones. Now as he doesn't need any, I'll put the black on there because that's the ones I've got the most of. Now again, he's only going to do the 20 points of damage, but it's still quite enough to do a bit more damage for him. So now Lickitung, he'll attack with... so he did get it. So that means he does get 50 points worth of damage. Now, obviously, one of those things, I know I've only got 30 hit points left, so I get hit and I've lost. I know he's got 40 on there, but he's got 90 altogether. So I know that he's got 40 strength if I add another one. And I also know the fact that he's got a weakness. So if I use my strength, there, 80 points down, and he's 1. So quite simple, really, nothing too difficult there. It's, again, a nice easy way to get into the game. It's nice and simple, really. If you're not sure what a card is, if you right click on it like that, it pops up. Yep. Now, he's got 60 points of damage, so what I really want to do is take him out and change him for a different character. Now, this character, Hitmonlee, I can put him up and use him straight away. Yep, so I will put him up. And I'm going to give him an energy. And I'm going to retreat my character here. So I click on there, click retreat. Now when I retreat, I lose a card, which is a bit annoying. But basically it's what I need to do. So I lost all my cards. Okay, that was a mistake. Attack. So even though I didn't just injure him, I did injure the back character, which is quite handy. So spiral kick. So if I use the Professor's Letter there again, I can get 2 more energy cards, which I will do. So I'm rushing through this, but I think as time goes on, we'll try to go through it a bit more, break it down a bit more easily. So with this card, I get to pick an item and a Pokemon card. So I get to choose which one I want. Now I'm going to get Hariyama because I love Hariyama. I'll show you what he's like in a minute. He's just absolutely brilliant. With this one, search depth for opponent involves one of your Pokemon, put it onto that Pokemon. Or Energy Switch. I'll take that one. So this card, I can evolve one of my Pokemon. So it shows me all the cards I can take. I'm going to get Scrafty because I like him. And it evolves my Scraggy, obviously. So that Lone Kick, Machine Gun, Headbutt is pretty damn good. So that means I have to use the black cards on him, which is definitely worth it. So with that, Spiral Kick, so put that up to there. Now, I can decide if I want to just attack the Spiral Kick, which means I'll attack the player I'm facing. If I use a stretch kick, I can attack the player to the bench. It's an interesting one. It doesn't overly matter too much, but again, it means that I can really start to injure people behind. But obviously the Spiral Kick there is pretty tasty. And I'll do that again. Now, what I really should have done there is put an energy up, but I wasn't paying attention, so I was getting too excited. Pick up another Pokemon card, another Karina. That's perfect. Now I know that if I finish him off now, I've basically won this game, so it may be worth just doing it. So he's got 30 on there, 60. So Hariyama, I'll put up. He evolves him. Pangoro and Pancham is brilliant. This is a Dark Hammer. So I should have said sorry. So it's pretty cool. So I know that I'll click on Spiral Click. It will give him 60 points of damage, and he's dead. So even though I've still got 4 rounds left because he's got no bench Pokemon, I win the game. Quite simple, quite straightforward. Again, I'm enjoying it quite a lot. I tried to play this game without Zach seeing, but there we go. So again, it's a game of strategy. There's a lot of luck involved. I mean, with obviously the opposition character, this is against the computer, by the way. I will say that completely. But when you're playing against the computer, you look at the English ball. Because he didn't have any bench Pokemon, he was easy to beat. If we'd have bench Pokemon, the game would have gone on for longer. So that was just quite a lucky game to actually play. But yeah, not too bad. But I can't complain. Quite a lot of fun to play. And yeah, hopefully we'll bring a few more of these gameplays. Obviously, the idea at the beginning is just basically to demystify it a bit. Sometimes I think when parents grab the game, it can be a little bit scary, but the idea for this is just to make it that little bit easier to understand and that little bit easier to play. There's nothing there that's scary. As you saw, most of the time I was playing, little hints were flashing up all the time, and that's what's great about this game, and that's what makes it quite a lot of fun. So I do think that this is definitely a game worth playing with your kids. And again, we'll bring a bit more to it, and I'm trying to break it down a bit more and a bit less rushed than I was today. But thank you very much for watching, and good night.